Hello, my darlings. My name is Victoria, and this is Veritas Tarot. Sagittarius, I'm going to do your star sign reading. I am using my lovely animal tarot deck here, followed by, I believe, my Wildwood Tarot. We'll see what spirit guides me to use today, and I may pull an oracle card or two at the end for you. If the reading resonates, my darling, it is simply you remembering what you already know in divine timing. And if it doesn't resonate, it simply means, my darling, it wasn't for you at this time. There'll always be a reading out there for you at exactly the right time as guided by spirit. If it does resonate, I would be very grateful if you would like, comment, share, subscribe. It is simply a beautiful exchange of energy. And if you wish for a reading with me, all of the details are in the description box below and the link through to my website. So let's move ahead with this reading. This is for those that most need to hear it. And if you're unaware, I do now do daily mini readings for those that most need to hear the message. So do check that out as well. Okay, so let's move ahead with the reading for Sagittarius, for those that most need to hear the message. Thank you, Spirit. Well, that wanted to come out straight away. That's the Six of Spring, the Six of Wands, which is wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What else have we got? The Strength card. Fantastic. And let's take another card. Thank you, Spirit. They're flying out for you. And the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so then what have we got? Oh, that's interesting on the bottom of the deck. It's not even in this deck, but you've got the butterfly, so transformation, which is wonderful. So let me put that over there. And let me just pick one more for the bottom of the deck. Thank you very much, Spirit. You've got the Prince of Spring, which is the Knight of Wands. Okay, so what I'm receiving with this is the Six of Spring. Now, the Six of Spring, my darling, is the Six of Wands. So this is the first card that's come out. So it's an important energy for you at this time. This is a little mixed breed dog here. So there's been a whole variety of different things that have been happening in your life where you are finally feeling that you're getting some recognition for it, some reward for it as well. And it's making you feel, do you know what? I've done really, really well. It's something that you feel within yourself deserves that sort of recognition as well. And this could be something to do with your career, with your life path, with something to do with your learning. But for a lot of you, it is simply that recognition of the place that you're in now, the place that you have grown to be in, the place that you're in now. And there has been, and you may or may not have been aware of it, but there's been a sort of abundance of little things that have been shown to you, little signs, little synchronicities, little surprises and delights, just to show you that what you are manifesting into your life is manifesting into your life. So do take a moment, and just look back at what you were either subconsciously or consciously manifesting, wishing to happen for you a while back, and just see if that is what's now happening for you now, because the Six of Wands is about being successful, victorious, receiving because you deserve it. And there is a joy, there is a spring to your step, and there is everything is coming into flower for you. Everything is blossoming at the moment. And if you're not aware of it, do take that moment to kind of look at all the little things that are happening and say thank you for them. Then you've got the Strength card, which is bang in the center of the reading. Now, the Strength card is a major arcana here. And the Strength card is a sign of how far you have come, your growing connection with yourself, with source energy, with spirituality. It is also a reminder for you about choosing with a sense of non-reactory decisions, choosing when to speak and when not to speak about things. Sometimes there is great power in silence. You don't need to explain yourself as long as you understand it. The Strength card is also about not getting involved or allowing yourself to be pulled into anything that's negative, that you're aware of that's negative, even if it is indirectly affecting you or not directly affecting you at all, just by not being pulled into that energy space. So choose wisely when to step back and say, actually, do you know what? I don't want to have a conversation about this. I don't want to be involved in this. The Strength card also talks about how if there is people in your life that you feel have, I'm sort of getting the expression, sort of done something wrong, done something that has upset you, it is a time to forgive. And forgiveness is an extraordinary thing, because we're not actually really necessarily doing it for another. We're doing it for ourselves, because non-forgiveness only builds up within us a feeling of anger and resentment and pain. So it affects us more than it affects the other person. And so forgiving is to remember without anger, to set healthy boundaries, to take a step back, but to remember without anger. And Spirit is saying with this Strength card, that is the strength within you, my darling, because the Strength card is it's about forgiving people, having the strength to do it, because you are incredibly strong. It's a beautiful card to have in the middle of the reading. The strength is also about taking that step back, and also it's about not reacting back towards somebody who has hurt you, because you choose to forgive. And if you're hurting back, then you are reacting from the ego, the pain body. If you are choosing, because sometimes when we can't control situations, it makes us feel slightly helpless. But however, we can control how we respond to a situation. So if at this time you are finding it that you're being triggered and you're reacting back towards somebody at this time, take that step back from it and choose how you wish to respond. And you know that feeling when you respond from a place where you are in your space, you are quiet. Sorry, my little dog's in the background. You are understanding. You see, because if it helps you to understand, everybody is dealing with life, walking through life, running through life, living their life to the best of their ability at their level of consciousness. And that means the level of consciousness, if you are unaware that you are, for the most part, reacting to life from a reactionary place, an inner child, triggers, wounds all the time, conditioned behaviors, then it's going to be more difficult to take that step back and observe behaviors and look at why things are happening. And perhaps it's time to let things go and release things and grow from it and feel better from it. And if you are, which is what I'm feeling with this, with the Strength card, responding to life with an awareness that you are not just the ego, the pain body, the personality, the identity, the conditioned behavior, you're so much more than that. And you are a spiritual being having a human experience. And with that awareness, you can start to discern, you can start to look at things from a different perspective, from a soul level perspective, that people are all dealing with life from their different levels of consciousness, and none of it is personal. And actually, on a deeper level than that, everybody all the time is giving little soul gifts to each other through moments of pain, through moments of joy, through contrast, through conflict, through happiness, through love. There are always soul gifts happening, and the soul is blissfully at peace with where things are. So that is the Strength card. And Spirit is saying here, this may be something to do with family here. Like I'm seeing here with the daisies, something to do with families. It may be a maternal thing. It may be relationships as well. But there doesn't need to be, thank you, Spirit, I'm getting the word sacrificial lamb. There doesn't need to be a sacrificial lamb in this. There doesn't need to be some big demonstration of something in order for peace to be restored. It simply is now your response to it from a place of awareness that everybody is dealing with life with their own level of consciousness. And actually, for the most part, when somebody hurts another, it is because of the relationship they have with themselves and their reactive behavior, their conditioned behavior, as opposed to what the other person is or has done. So you have, Spirit is saying with this card, You are incredibly kind. You have forgiveness within you, and you have understanding and compassion within you. And if you haven't done this already, and if you have done, Spirit is saying this is wonderful. And if you haven't done this already, stand back and observe with this situation, what is it that you are being asked to forgive, because it brings you peace, because it brings you clarity. And what is the soul gift that that person has given you that has helped you to grow, that's helped you to evolve? You have also with this, with the Six of Spring, the strength, and you've got the Eight of Pentacles. You have tremendous courage. You have, and Spirit is saying again, take that moment to say well done to yourself and to see what you've manifested in your life. And you are at the moment in your personal power. You are empowered at this time. You're in a place of high energy. It's beautiful, in a place of high energy. And in that place of high energy, you are attracting now that which you desire, my darling. So remember that, you know, what happens is that the universe responds to the vibrational energy you're giving out. And so whatever it is you've been giving out, you're now receiving these wonderful surprises, delights, your manifestations. And then you've got the Eight of Pentacles here, the Eight of Autumn, which is the parrot. So I feel like many of you have been set free. You feel, do you see these two cards here? This little dog is running in the meadows and just joyful. And then you have the parrot here has been let out of its cage. So I feel whatever has happened and how you have been handling yourself, as represented by this strength card in the middle, you feel set free from a prison of your mind, of a prison of a place that you were in where you felt restricted. You felt that you couldn't do things, certain things, you couldn't say certain things. It was a place where you felt very, very stuck. And now you've been set free. And Spirit is saying at this time, it's the perfect time for you to focus now your intentions on your absolute focused intentions. You see how this bird is just completely engrossed in this book, on what is this next chapter of your life. Now you understand the last chapters, or you're beginning to understand the last chapters. What do you wish the next chapter of your life to be? And feel it. What is it, my darling? Is this something you want to do a course? Do you want to go back to school? Do you want to move and set up a business? Take those baby steps. You have now liberated, thank you, Spirit, you have now liberated energy that was very, very stuck before. We are simply energy. And that's why it's very important we look after that energy and we guard it and we protect it and we don't give it away, or we don't let it develop into negativity with anger, resentment, and non-forgiveness. So whatever it is that you were feeling and you've done this work, that energy, that stuck energy that was attached to the past, is now liberated. And it's been set free. So focus that, and that energy is incredibly powerful. So focus that energy now, my darling, on what is your creative expression. Your creative expression is your soul speaking to you. It is your life path. Whatever it is that makes you sing like a parrot, makes you want to just talk about it. It makes you want to get up in bed in the morning and just get on and do it because you're feeling in that moment, you're just feeling absolutely fantastic. And within that space, you're getting original thoughts, original ideas. That's source thought. That's your soul's thought. That's the universe speaking to you. So what is the next chapter of your life? And now's the time, Spirit is saying, this is a beautiful time for you to focus on that. It is saying, Spirit is saying also, a little bit less talking, more listening. Okay, so parrots are less talking, more listening. So there are always, and there is always people around you that Spirit, the universe, God sends in to help you at various stages of life. This is what your soul has come here to do. So listen to understand, not just to reply. Okay, just remember there is huge power in silence. And there's also, even with words, there's silence everywhere. It's the silence that is the part of us that's always watching and observing. That's the universe, that's your soul. Even between words, there's silence. We have to have silence in order to have sound. But Spirit is saying here now, you've been talking about doing something for a long time. Now make the baby steps. You're free. Your energy is freed up to direct in this beautiful, new, forward-looking direction. And what you are projecting, where your energy, where your attention goes, energy flows. If you're in that beautiful creative expression, you are going to create the most extraordinary things to come back to you. But stop doing nothing about it. It is time. You see, each and every day we make choices about things, and we do it all the time, subconsciously, consciously, with the way that our thoughts wander and what we're feeling. And so Spirit is asking you to make a conscious choice now to say, today is the first day of the rest of my life. Today, I can recreate myself anew. Today, I'm going to make steps towards that which I desire, and act as if it's happened, because it already has. You're just setting in motion the beautiful ripple effect of your energy vibration, sending it out there. So, and with everything that you do, my darling, do it in a space of that high energy, desiring, enjoying. If you're feeling that you should do something, then maybe step away from a bit and do something else and come back to it, because you want to be in a beautiful energy space whilst you're causing and creating, if that makes sense to you. So, and then you have the Prince of Spring, which is the Knight of Wands. So this is a reminder for you. This is the dolphin. Again, there are soul family around you, soul tribe. You may know who they are. You may not have met them yet, but dolphins always are within their soul family, within their family pod. So they're there to help. It's also about, I'm so sorry about my dog snoring. And she's just given a huge snore then. Spirit is saying with this card, with the Knight of Wands. So one's your energy, okay? One's your desires. And you had here the Six of Wands about being successful. So you obviously recognize this. You obviously understand this, that where your attention goes, energy flows. So do it in a joyful space. Do whatever it is you love to do and enjoy doing it. When you feel it becomes, I must do this, walk away from it. Have fun with it. There is definitely something at this time, because this is movement, that needs your attention at this time. And it's an opportunity for you. And Spirit is saying, if you have fun with it, if you trust that it's all unfolding according to that divine plan, according to your soul's plan, you're not going to let fear and anxiousness get in the way, because everything is unfolding just the way it is intended for you, my darling. So let's pull now some cards for this. So Six of Spring, thank you, Spirit. And I really feel that you've actually, with this Strength card, you've really unlearned things that you have learned from people who have been very hurt within themselves. And that's an extraordinary thing to do. You have come to really truly get to know yourself, not through the eyes of those that are a little bit joyless. You've really actually truly finally got to know who you are and what makes you happy as well. Thank you, Spirit. The Six of Spring, thank you. There we are. The Three of Cups, joy. The Three of Cups, joy. These are storks here. So I do feel for a lot of you that's something to do with family and children as well. What this talks about is this space that you're in is very much it's celebration, it's joy, it's recognition. You're consciously aware of things happening for you, that it's all unfolding for you. I feel as well that there's lots of different things, as I said before, lots of different cups are being filled for you, lots of different emotions are being felt at this time, but all of it is coming from a place of I deserve this, I'm worthy of this, because again, that's something that we have so been conditioned within us to not feel worthy or deserving. But you've been on an extraordinary journey, and there is you have a connection with people around you that are really deeply supportive of you, that recognize you, that understand you at a soul level. And I'm really feeling this, and you understand that you are all, thank you, Spirit, you were all helping to raise each other up vibrationally at this time. Just wonderful. So let's move forward. Oh, and at the same time, I'm seeing there's lots of water in this card for you, by the way. Now you've got the Queen of Arrows, which is the Queen of Wands here. And this is the Swan. So you remember you had the Prince of Arrows in the other, Prince of Wands in the other deck. Well, now you've got the Queen. So in all of this, it's about, whilst you are enthusiastic and happy and doing what you need to do, just keep following instinctively what you feel is right. Notice the red flags. If you're not sure about doing anything, you don't know enough information, don't do it. Do it when you feel it, you know it, and you're seeing the signs. And while all this is happening, there is a serenity and a peace to you. There is a gliding through the waters of trust. This is the Swan. It is something beautiful to watch. It is something beautiful for other people to behold what you're doing as well. It is something where you are going at the whatever inner work is happening beneath the surface, emotionally and healing wise and releasing. It's allowing you to move like a swan through the water. And it is leaving, my darling, a beautiful ripple effect behind you. There's a beautiful ripple effect behind you that is having a beautiful impact on those in your life and around you at this time. And you know what it is that you're doing. And, you're not seeing any of it as your responsibility, but you're seeing it as a consideration now, because you understand it comes back to your happiness is only dependent on you. Your life path is simply your life path. It's respect for others' life path. And you're not afraid to do this life path alone either, because you trust that whoever you're meant to meet round this next bend, it will happen for you. So just stunning. So let's move forward to the Strength card. Thank you for Sagittarius. Wow. My darling, absolutely lovely. The 10 of Cups, happiness. So by unlearning, by unlearning things, by understanding conditioned reactions to things, by observing things, by detaching, by letting go, all of these extraordinary things that you have been doing, and now coming into a place of relaxing and not needing to have that sacrificial lamb, whatever it is, you are creating a flow of abundance that's coming in towards you, and it already has come in towards you. You already know and feel it. This is source energy at its finest, my darling. The ideas that are coming, the self-care that you're doing for yourself, the opportunity for growth that's happening, the things that you are receiving in your life. It is at times almost overwhelming for you in terms of what it is that is happening for you. And I just think that's an absolutely stunning card. And there is, as you know, when we sit within this space of acceptance of everything, that exactly as it's meant to be, right? Exactly as it's meant to be for ourselves. When we're not quick to react to things, when we look to respond to things, when we're not using up our energy to try and hold on to something, but we're liberating it into what we're looking to cause and create in our life that we know at a soul level is making us happy. It just creates a continuous flow of beautiful energy coming towards you. Absolutely stunning, my darling. And then we've got the 8 of Autumn. Thank you, Spirit. It's the 8 of Pentacles. Thank you. That landed right on it. You've got the 7 of Bows, which is the 7 of Wands here, which is clearance. There we go. So, and isn't that interesting? It's like, I said you've been set free, and there's the cage behind, and it's almost like this is part of the cage that's sort of sitting there. So the 7 of Wands is a card of, and it says here the word clearance. You have you've stepped away from certain energies. You are responding to things from that higher self. You are choosing to only respond, imagining that lion again, sort of lying there, and twitching its tail and relaxing in the sun, and only choosing to get involved with its family when it needs to, but rather just stay away and enjoy its own personal space. And you are focusing on the releasing and clearing of things in your life that you know are not for you anymore. And it's not just focusing on clearing them, but also just accepting those that have left your life, because maybe the universe heard things that you couldn't hear, and saw things that you couldn't see, but also understanding that it was necessary in order for you to continue to grow, evolve, to release things. But it just provided you with a very protective space. And this is this home fire here, where you can be, where you can do things at your own pace. So Spirit is saying there is no need for you to do any, and you're not doing this, there's no need for you to do any defensive talking. There's no need for that sacrificial lamb. There's no need to prove anything. What you're doing right now is perfect. And you're only, thank you, you're only taking what you need. How does that, thank you, Spirit. You're only taking, you're only energetically receiving what it is that you're meant to receive from these, from people around you, or from experiences around you. But you're very aware of the place that you feel secure in, the place, you're very aware of what feels home to you. And you're also very aware of just having, thank you, Spirit, having times that you can just retreat to that space. So you go out, you do your thing, you do your, this is, you go and do whatever it is that you're doing during the day. You fight your battles you need to fight, you step away from ones you're not, but you're actually also making it very important to put down everything and to have a time of self-care. So while Spirit is saying with the Eight of Pentacles that it's now time, it's the perfect time for you to take the baby steps, Spirit is also reminding you that just like the parrot can get terribly excited and want to do all of this stuff, actually it is equally important to allow things to happen, to be in a state of permitting it to happen, to not trying to control it, to understand that while there is work time within that creative space, there's also very, very important to have the rest time, because actually the rest time is even more powerful sometimes than the doing. The being time is more powerful than the doing. And if you're in a place of being and resting and reviewing things and recollecting things and seeing what you've released and what you've learned and observing all the time what is happening for you, you are in a state of complete and utter acceptance and allowance, that therefore you are saying to the universe, I'm ready to receive, as opposed to doing, trying to make it happen. So that's a really big message for you there. Thank you, Spirit. And I was going to now pull for you, lots of animals going on today, pull for you my Spirit of the Animal Oracle. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, I do want to, there is a King of Cups that's sitting here at the bottom of the deck. And I'm feeling with this card, and it's Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment as well. This is somebody in your life as a King of Cups, and I don't know who this is, but it is somebody who you have a relationship with, whether that is a friend, a love, a family relationship with. And they are doing a lot of pause and reflecting at this time. They are in their emotions. They have taken a big change in their life. They are beginning to see what in their life is now being reflected back at them. I just want to show you this again, the King of Vessels here. Okay, the Heron. And they probably have been at a bit of a standstill, but they are in a reflective mode at this time. So that is just for some of you there. My eye just caught that. Thank you, Spirit. So now the Spirit of the Animal Oracle. And they've also, sorry, I get told some other things. They've also beginning to appreciate that there have been things in their life that necessary, not necessarily things that they wanted to happen, but that they have been necessary for them to see the big picture, to see and understand what it is that's now coming back to them. So, but they are in their emotions, which is a really important thing for you to know at this time. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. What else do you want to say? One card, please, to fall out. Thank you. I have too many cards, my darlings. One card, please. I did see the draft there, though. I saw the Cougar Spirit. In silence, you will find power. But Spirit, I just want the one card, please. Thank you very much. So we have on the bottom of the deck a whale. So lots of water here again, and we've got the humpback whale, the singer, and the orca whale, adventure. So I'm going to talk about the humpback whale, singer. So whales represent, whales are beautiful, and if the whale's looks like the whale is your spirit animal, do look it up to see what other messages may be there for you, because whatever you resonate to click on is a message for you from your soul, from the universe. So whales represent the completion of something for you, a beautiful completion of a cycle in your life, a completion now where you feel that you deserve that recognition. You're sitting in this place of huge connectivity with yourself, the Strength card, so success and Strength card. And then you've got this Eight of Pentacles. And this Eight of Pentacles is this opportunity, not Ace of Pentacles, I'm sorry, the Eight of Pentacles, which is this beautiful chance for new opportunities and a sense of freedom that you have, that you're not constricted by things in your past. So this is the completion of this. Now, whales are beautiful to watch also, and whales live in the water. Water represents emotion, so you're very, very comfortable within your emotions. You understand emotions, you understand its energy, emotion, and you're very understanding of how powerful energy is, and you sense energy also with other people around you as well. So huge kind of, I'm feeling a huge connection again with your soul family, your soul tribe. But there is amazing thing, and this is the singer. The sound of the whale is so beautiful. It says it makes people cry. Well, we've all heard it, but it makes you cry because your soul is remembering that beautiful sound. And so whatever you are doing, my darling, your soul is remembering, which means you are remembering, and those around you are hearing what you are saying. So I don't know whether you are a helper, a healer, whatever it is that you are, but people are listening. And just like that swan, it is reverberating out, just like that beautiful echo sound of the whale singing. It is reverberating out into the water, into the ocean, into where it's meant to go. And the water, the ocean represents the universe as well. So there is a ripple effect much greater than you could possibly imagine in terms of what you're doing that is reaching people. And I want to read what it says for this. The humpback whale, the singer, sing healing songs for the world. Your inner navigation always guides you. Nothing can stop you or keep you from your goal. Align with your purpose and the power in your soul, my darling. Just stunning. And there is a full moon up there as well. Do you see? And then you've got the orca whale, and we all, orca whale, what is it? Free Willy, the movie, and as well. So this is your freedom. What is the next adventure you're going to do? What's this next amazing chapter? Now you've understood the last chapter. What do you want to do to go and have some fun? Life is an adventure. Life is a mystery. It's a magical mystery tour. I call it a magical mystery tour. It has its ups and it has its downs. But, you have to go down in order to go back up sometimes. And it's about riding the crest of the waves and understanding that it's actually all right. Everything is constantly evolving, constantly changing. And so Spirit is saying, again, with this whole thing of the whales and your connection, your understanding of energy, your connection to your emotions. Look at the smile on my face. It's really lovely energy that I'm sitting here right now with you. What is the next adventure? What's the next greatest, grandest version of who you are? What is it you wish to do? There's a, whales travel. I know that the humpback whale is the greatest traveler. I mean, travels over, is it something like 20, whoops, that's my cards all fall on the floor, 20,000 miles a year. So this has been a journey for you. And you haven't done it alone. And you've heard your call. Thank you, Spirit. You've heard the call. So what is this next, what is the next wild adventure that you wish to do? There is travel. Maybe there is travel involved for you. And it says here, dare to do things differently. Sing your wild song. Manifest your travel dreams. Attempt the great journey with confidence. Be loyal. Friends and family are your treasures. Be brave. You are more powerful than you know. So that comes straight back to that beautiful strength card as well. And there is definitely something here with travel, but attempt the great journey. I got given something the other day by Spirit. I am living and breathing the great observance. And that is this great journey where we watch ourselves, we watch others with a detachment and an awareness that this is all souls evolving, that we have chosen this lifetime in order to evolve, in order to as we experience things, we remember what our soul has always known, that divine source wisdom, that connectivity. And whales are so beautifully connected. I think they can talk from sort of thousands of miles away. So whatever it is that you are doing, you are making a connection with other people. So I don't know if you're doing something online, and you're a healer online, but whatever you're doing, my darling, it's having a huge impact. And Spirit is saying, continue to be confident in this. Continue to be confident. You have been set free. And I think that the freedom is also the past restrictions that you placed on yourself in your life, the restrictions that may have been about how you lived, but also how you felt about the perception of others. And now you're coming into this fantastic place of knowing that this is who I am, this is what I do, this is what I love to do. So continue to do that and have confidence in what it is that you're doing. If this is, which I see from these cards, it is your soul's path, your life path, then this is your gift, my darling. And it's an extraordinary gift. So, and those around you, as I said, with the Three of Cups, friends and family members, they're all here as guides for you on this journey. Even sometimes if they're a bit difficult, they can be your greatest teachers as well. So be brave like the lion, be peaceful like the lamb. And you have got, whatever this next chapter is, my love, you have got the most extraordinary time up ahead for you. So enjoy the adventure, and until next time, have fun and take care. So much love to you. Bye-bye.